Today, we're going to be talking about a show that probably took years off my life, The Ultimatum. I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad. This is actually the first reality TV show that I've watched, and it did not disappoint. It has crying, it has fighting, it has kissing, it has chaos, but more than I want. Okay, let's get into it. So we have 6 couples, and one person in all the relationships are ready to take the next step and get married, and one person is not. Could just be disagreements in the relationship, finances, just not ready, or it's just not the right person. Wink, wink, hint, hint. But this show basically gives an ultimatum. You marry the person you came in with, you leave the person you came in with, or there's one more choice now. This is where the drama comes in. You can leave with a new partner. So during this whole show, this experiment, everyone is going to be dating everyone. Everyone's going to be breaking up from the person they came in here with and dating someone else in the group.
So tonight is your last night together as a couple.
At the end of the week, you'll each choose a new partner.
And if you like the new person you've been dating for the last 3 weeks, you can go leave with them and leave your partner behind. And I don't really know how that solves the problem of wanting to get married and one person not wanting to get married. Maybe they want to see if the grass is greener, but I'd be like, how did my boyfriend that I want to marry just start dating someone else? And that's gonna fix our problem. He needs to see the grass is greener somewhere else. So go be with them. Go. I don't think it takes too many years to know if you want to marry someone. I really give it 2 years after that. I think it might be time to go, because being or dating for 8 years is crazy. 9 years. And once you start going past like 2 years and he don't know yet, I'm kind of suspicious of that.
Said what I said.
Maybe I'm not the best person to get this advice from, but just take my advice with a grain of salt. But let's get into it. So the first couple we are introduced to are Hunter and Alexis. They have been dating for 2 years, and you will soon find out that Alexis is not the sharpest crayon in the box, but she's trying. Hunter is giving major serial killer vibes. I don't know if that's just me, but every time I saw him on screen, he made me uncomfortable. There's some cute photos on there of their relationship.
Fun for me when we went on our first trip. He was so patient, just let me run the show.
Is he licking her hair? Is that a thing? Did I miss a memo? Are we licking people's hair now? What is that? 'Cause I knew something was off with him. I knew it from the beginning. I think he might be a serial killer. I don't know.
Eyes on the prize, right?
Alexis gave Hunter the ultimatum. That's their introduction. So yeah. The next couple we have is Kobe and Madeline. They have been dating for 1.5 years. We hear a cute little story of how they met.
We met in college.
I was working at a bar. She comes walking through the doors. As soon as I saw her, I was like blown away. I knew she was the one.
Very, very cute, but we will hear a different version of that later. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Kobe actually gave Madeline the ultimatum.
I am ready to propose to Madeline.
He's one of 2 guys who gave their girlfriend the ultimatum. Kobe is a self-proclaimed lover boy. I have some thoughts on Kobe, but let's move on to the next people. We have Shanique and Randall. They have been dating also for 1.5 years. Shanique gave Randall the ultimatum. Randall wants to get his finances more in order.
I think it'd be best to just be able to get rid of some debt that I have in my past in order to have a great life for her.
And Shanique wants to get married now.
I just want to make sure that we're planning to build together in a way that includes marriage.
Next, we have Ray and Zay, which are crazy names for a couple, but we do find out later that her name is Rachel.
Cheers to our last night together.
Cheers to our last night together.
So I guess she just goes by Ray to match Zay. I don't really know why, but Zay's his name.
What's your name again? Zay for Isaiah.
No, that's not.
Don't
no.
tell me your name.
No, my name is Zay. That's it.
Zay.
They are college sweethearts, and Ray gave Zay the ultimatum. And Ray, these names are gonna be hard. Ray was asked by producers why she wants to marry her husband, and she had not a single reason why.
Can you explain why you love Zay and why you think he's somebody that you coming into this want to marry?
Not even a comment. You could have said he's nice, he's sweet, he's considerate, he's funny. You could have said literally anything, like one compliment, and she had nothing.
I think, I don't know, can we skip that question and come back to it, or is that the last one?
Girl, do you know the point of the show is to get married? So that's already interesting. We move on to April and Jake. They have been dating for 2 years now. And in my notes, all I have is wow for April.
I just want a ring and I want a baby with you now.
For Jake, I have I don't know what my feelings were. I know why for April. I don't know why I put for Jake. But April's ready to get married now. He gave Jake the ultimatum. Jake just got out of the military, I think a year or a half ago, or a year. And he wants to go explore before he has to go settle down.
I just got out of the military a year ago. I want to travel.
I want to have fun.
Now, for our last couple, we have Lauren and Nate. They have been dating for 2.5 years, and Nate gave Lauren the ultimatum. That's the other guy who gave their girlfriend the ultimatum. And the reason is that Nate wants to have kids, and Lauren does not.
There are some things that we can't get past, like the kid thing.
And this is not really a simple problem like, what are we going to eat tonight? Could we start budgeting a different way? This was children. Y'all are disagreeing on children. And it's not like she doesn't want to have 5 children. He wants to have 3. She doesn't want to have children. He does.
I don't want children. I feel kind of awkward interacting with children sometimes.
I don't know how this is not a simple disagreement. I don't know how they started dating and they've got this far into it with one person wanting to have children, one person not. Because not everyone needs to be a parent. Not everybody wants to be a parent, and that's fine. I just don't think they're a match for each other, and I don't know how they're going to really fix this. I don't know how they're going to fix this.
Anyone that I would think about marriage with, especially Lauren, would have to be willing to have children and to grow a family together.
This is not a small disagreement. So we're gonna see how it goes. So that are all the couples, the initial relationship. We're gonna move on to the dating portion of the show. So everyone is going to break up from their partners they came here with. They are now single. Say that with air quotes, single. Say that with quotation marks. And everyone agreed to be on the show. So everyone's single, and now they are all going to start mixing and matching and mingling to find their new match. The dating is not going great at first. It's a little awkward.
Do you have a wild side?
Of course I have a wild
Yeah.
side. I like sci-fi books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madeline's connection with Randall instantly. She liked him since he came in.
Yeah, I'm willing to explore Randall a little bit. Randall is very sexy.
So they seem like they could be a match. Now, Lauren and Kobe.
Colby is definitely somebody that I find attractive.
We see that they're starting to talk. They seem to like each other. But Kobe is like, I can change you not wanting to have kids. I think you're just scared to not have kids, and I can change that in you. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's really how it works.
She wants to have kids. I can tell she wants to have kids. I feel like I'm a guy who can comfort those feelings she's having.
I don't know, maybe she's scared to have kids. That's not what it sounded like. It just sounded like she didn't want to have kids, but she seems down for it.
Colby just makes me feel at ease when it comes to talking about having kids.
So maybe I'm reading the situation wrong.
I'm a family man, simple as that. And so you think it's something that you could possibly overcome in the future?
Maybe, yeah.
But that's not really something you can fix. Like, you're afraid of heights. I don't know if that's how it works. Kobe can make her want to have kids now, but to each your own. Is that what they say? To each your own? I don't know. Kobe also really likes Lauren, and he has not thought about Madeline.
I have yet to even think about Madeline whenever I'm with you.
So I'm like, oh, wow, okay. That was quick. But let's go to Alexis, who also likes Kobe. They're all playing a drinking game, and someone asks Alexis, oh, like, who are you matching with the most?
Guy has most of y'all's attention right now.
I would say Kobe. All right.
Later, she goes and asks Kobe, like, what did you think about my answer?
It surprised me.
Really?
Yeah, it surprised me.
Good, honest. I don't really see a future with you. I don't think I have a physical connection with you. Which is great. He communicated that. That's awesome.
A future with you in marriage.
Alexis did not take that news very well. She does not handle rejection well.
And you just nexted me as if that was even an option.
And I don't think Alexis was, this is why I'm saying she's not the sharpest crayon. I don't think she's understanding the situation. She's like, me and Kobe's ex are the ones who look more alike. And I'm like, you're both white and blonde. And I think that's kind of where the resemblance stops. But if you think so, I mean, I guess they do look the most similar out of the people here, but it's only 6 girls to choose from. So that's not like a high bar to get past. He's like, maybe she's like, you're not great at telling information. You could work on that. I don't think she's understanding the scenario and how the show is going, or just rejection very well, which is kind of strange to see because at your big age, you can't handle rejection. But let me move on. Let me move on.
I was a little taken back with, letting me know off the bat, like, I could never see a future with you. What took you to that place?
And then I do think she has a slight case of amnesia, so.
But I'm not attracted to you.
She might have to check that out, make sure she's doing well. I hope nothing's wrong.
We've already had this conversation,
No, we haven't.
and now we're jumping right into it again.
We're
and I
not.
got no
When did we
problem
have this
jumping into it.
conversation?
Last night.
But after all of that, Kobe is really having a hard time going through with the show, dating someone else. He really loves Madeline so much that he has to go into the bathroom and cry because he's just in love with Madeline so much. And I'm saying this like this because later on he does some despicable things. But he says right now he just loves Madeline.
I just have so much love for Madeline.
Yes, he's a lover boy. You don't think he can go through with the show.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
To marry her so bad. And his actions later do not show that, so I just want to put that in your mind. Well, that's about he goes into the bathroom and cries, and the cameraman just follows him in there, which was strange, but I guess that's how reality TV show is. You gotta get all the shots and stuff like that. Ray and Jake seem to have a lot in common.
My mom is my best friend. And
my mom's everything.
Yeah, my mom is my literal heart. Like,
People make fun of me.
Which is great. They're really connecting on a lot of different aspects.
Everything we talked about, I was like, yep,
okay.
same,
Yep.
same,
Checking
same.
my boxes.
Same.
Yeah.
Have it with their parents and the future and different stuff like that. So that's really good to see.
I'm myself am not ready to marry April right now, but maybe I can change for the right person.
So I don't know, maybe just the people they're with aren't the right person. They seem like they're open to get married, just not to the person they're with. Shanique and Zay seem to have some chemistry, so that's cute.
I mean, I think I'm in
I
love
feel like
with
you
your
were-
mind more than anything, but yeah.
Okay, I feel like you were trying to give me like sexy eyes.
But also Shanique and Nate do too.
I had to look good today though. I
Yeah,
wanted to
it's not hard for you.
They agree with a lot of stuff and how they're gonna raise their children. They're holding hands, very cute. Seems like she has two options to choose from. And for April, we see a little connection with Nate. I think they talk once. On the last night before everyone has to choose, the dating is done. Hunter gets to talk to April, and they seem to I don't know. I think Hunter is just trying to have a connection because he hasn't clicked with anyone so far. So he's trying to make a connection. It doesn't really seem like they have any chemistry. I mean, he doesn't seem enthusiastic. But April has Nate and Hunter to choose from. Everyone seems to have one match except for, you guessed it, Alexis. Now we're getting to the next phase of the show, which is the choice. So everyone has to stand up, stand up, and say who they're choosing. One by one, they get out their seats and they stand up and say, oh, I choose blah, blah, blah. I choose blah, blah. And they will be matched up with this person for 3 weeks if they both agree on who they choose.
If you choose someone who also chooses you, then you guys will move in together as a new couple in a trial marriage.
Before we get into this chaos, if you like Sunshine's puppies, ice cream, you should go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like button. I don't know what the correlation is, but I like those things too. So if you don't like those things, okay. So let's get into this. This is kind of a crazy segment. Okay, so Shanique is the first one up, and she has to choose between Zay and Nate. And she chooses...
I choose Zay. You've been very serious with me in certain moments, and then I've also seen you be really fun.
So Nate is just shocked by this. He's bewildered. He's caught off guard.
Are you kidding me? I had Shanique as my choice.
They were talking about spending the next 3 weeks together. So Nate has not many choices. I think he has a little bit of connection, like I said earlier, with April. So Shanique is with Zay.
My choice is Shanique.
Next we have Jake. He stands up, and this is a simple one. He chooses Ray.
The person I have chosen is Ray. After our first date, we literally bonded on every level.
They've been connecting the whole time. He had no other choice. She had no other choice. They've been a really good match so far.
I choose Jake.
Then Madeline chooses.
My choice is Randall.
And that's a simple one too. They've been really hitting it off.
The person I choose is Madeline.
So that's good. And now it is Nate's turn. So he pivots and he starts talking to April, like building up that he's gonna choose April. He's like talking to April like, we really had a great connection. He says that we're basically identical. And I'm like, I didn't see that throughout the show. I don't know what y'all saw, or maybe they cut that, but I did not see that.
April and me are probably the closest to being like identical people.
And April kind of takes over the conversation. It's not her turn to stand up and choose. But she's like, yeah, Nate, you're great, but I'm kind of feeling Hunter. When we had that conversation last night, it really showed how calm he was and that he would put out the fires that I'm having and just really reassure me.
There's something calm and collected about Hunter. I choose Hunter.
So Nate's like, oh, okay, I'm out of people. But then Vanessa Lachey, they're hosting the show, Nick and Vanessa Lachey. I don't know where they're from, but I see that they host a lot of the reality TV shows. But Vanessa asked Alexis, like, how do you feel hearing that April's gonna choose Hunter? And she goes through a whole thing. She's like, I don't have a connection.
Like, I didn't feel butterflies with anyone.
I didn't match with anyone. I love Hunter. I want to stay with Hunter. I don't like the experiment, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, you agreed to be here, but I understand it could be hard. You're the man you want to marry is out here dating other people.
I don't want him living with someone else. I don't want him dating someone else. Like, he is mine. Get your hands off of him.
Vanessa and Nick are like, yeah, this is what you signed up for, but I understand it can be hard, but you want to get married. He's not ready to marry you. But then Hunter gets up and he starts walking across the table over to Alexis and he proposes.
I was just scared, and I was using moving in together as a way to delay Alexis, will you marry me?
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. So he proposes, very cute. He's just like dating these other people, really shown that I want to be with you. And so that's really cute. So they're together now. So they're out the show. What needed to be happened. So for now, we kind of skip over Nate and we go to Kobe. So Kobe is about to choose Alexis. He's like, we really had a great time together and think that we would be a good match. And I'd like to spend the next 3 weeks with you. And then Alexis, who just got married, butts in. Is like, Kobe's not that nice of a person. And I don't know, you should be with him. And I'm like, girl,
I don't think Colby is like a good person.
I think you misread the situation. He was just saying he wasn't into you, and she's really taking this to heart. You just got married, so I don't know what the problem is and why you're saying that. But Kobe chooses Lauren. Kobe wants children too, so I don't really know how it's gonna work out.
I choose Lauren. It is crazy to say I love you in, just so short a time.
Nate in the confession said,
Colby's the type of guy in my head that is going to continue to try to push the envelope, continue to try to approach Lauren. That worries me. I don't trust Colby.
Blah, blah, blah. He's gonna push the boundaries. It's like, you allowed your girlfriend to be on this show. So whatever she does, she's allowed, she can do what she wanna do. And y'all not together anymore. Y'all are officially broken up. But now it is Lauren's turn and she's gonna choose Kobe. But before that, Nate stands up. I'm like, oh, what? Does Nate have to go use the bathroom? Wait, where's Nate going? Nate gets up. He walks around the table over to Lauren and just see the other people's reaction around. They look shocked, baffled, bewildered. He proposes.
Will you marry me?
I don't know why you're proposing. And let's just see a little flashback of what he just said to Madeline before he proposed to Lauren.
No, I'm serious.
Wait, what?
I'm serious.
What'd you say?
So right before he proposed, he just said he was going to choose Madeline to go spend the next 3 weeks with. And now he's over here proposing to Lauren. I'm like, what changed in the 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that you say you're going to choose Lauren, he was going to choose Shanique, he was going to choose April, and now he's saying, oh, I love you, Lauren, we're going to be together, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. You never want to have kids. I'll make that sacrifice. I'm like, y'all, Nate, what's going on? Are you scared to be alone? What's the problem? Because y'all have not fixed anything. And everyone's confused. The whole point of the show was to fix your problems, leave each other, or get married. And none of that's happened. I don't know why they're getting married. And I don't know why Lauren was saying yes, because y'all are still in the same predicament, just getting married now. And she was the one who was given the ultimatum. So nothing changed on her side. So I don't understand. So they have a little discussion. Vanessa has to jump in, Vanessa Lachey, and be like, what happened? But Nate gets a little uncomfortable and angry with all this confusion around him proposing to his girlfriend. And, he starts getting a little heated. And then April starts getting heated, gives a whole monologue.
If you guys aren't gonna be real with yourselves, and if you're not gonna go through this experiment, it's like, why the fuck are you here?
She walks out, dramatic music. Then we get behind the scenes of Nate and Lauren talking about the relationship.
I'm not going to let you walk down the aisle and marry me if I can't promise you kids.
And how they're still gonna have to work stuff out. She's not gonna marry him if he's not okay sacrificing and not having children. And they're gonna go see a therapist. So they kind of just restarted the whole process again because nothing got fixed and they're in the same spot that they were when they came in. So I don't know if this relationship's gonna work, but it just seemed like Nate was scared. I don't know if he thought he was gonna lose Lauren or I don't know. But Nate did not handle that well. So now Kobe and April are together and they have no type of connection, but that's really all that's left since 2 couples got engaged. Okay, so now we have all the new couples. Let me read them out to you because there's a lot of new couples. So the new couples are Shanique and Zay. We have Ray and Jake. we have Randall and Madeline and Kobe and April. But for the first night, everything seems to be going pretty well. It's still a little awkward. I mean, because everyone's strangers to each other and they're all sleeping with strangers. So that's fair. But Randall does look a little scared. I don't know why the camera that's close up on his face. I didn't edit that. That's just how the camera crew shot it. So very close on his face. He looks, I mean, just blink twice if you need help, Randall. We got you. And they also filmed Madeline. Very interesting take on I don't know, these shots, because these shots are crazy. Looking a little scared. But Ray and Jake seem to be really hitting it off. They're laughing a lot. It's really cute. They seem to be having a good first night. Shanique tells Zay that she's never lived with anyone and she's open about it.
I've never lived with a guy before at all, so.
So Zay is a real gentleman. He says, oh, I'll take the couch. And this is a big guy. I mean, he looks like a giant. He's huge. And he takes this tiny little couch. So very respectful. So Shanique can have the bed, which was really sweet. I know he wasn't comfortable. That couch was tiny and his legs were all bent up on there. But that was really sweet of him because she didn't feel comfortable with Zay sleeping in the bed next to her. For the first week, it's going well, and Ray opens up to Jake and tells her about the relationship with Zay and how she's been feeling a little insecure and jealous. Because Zay works in nightlife, so she said he's posting a lot of interesting pics online, doing different things in the club.
Nightlife, he does influencing and club promoting.
That's his job. And a lot of girls are hearting heart eyes under his posts and hearting his posts and stuff like that. And Zay has never posted her on his account.
I'll see like girls commenting like heart eyes and he'll like it.
So he's just feeling a little bit jealous about that.
The amount of attention that he gets. Sometimes it can be pretty crazy.
I think they're kind of in a disagreement because that's his job, but I think this could be worked out with a therapist. Pretty easy fix. Maybe he could post her, or maybe post more appropriate photos and not like random women's comments online. Yeah, we might see maybe Zay needs the validation from other people to make him feel better, and maybe Ray could be a little less self-conscious and just understand that it's his job. But I'm kind of with Ray because it's not like he's a celebrity and he's like in a heartthrob band and he needs to keep up the image that he's single.
They just see him as an attractive, seemingly single guy.
So I don't really know why he needs to be liking girls' posts and stuff like that. And Jake is really receptive, listening and stuff. And he says something interesting.
I wish this 3 weeks never had to end.
Okay, y'all have only been out in your relationship for a week. Why are you talking about I wish these 3 weeks will never end? How have you moved on this fast from the girl that wanted to marry you that you've been dating for 2 years? This is crazy. This is crazy. Everyone needs to break up. Everyone, y'all are garbage. Everyone needs to go. Because why in the world are you talking about I wish these 3 weeks would never end? I guess they're all in the honeymoon stage, but this is crazy. Y'all have only been dating for a week. I
was in a similar situation with April, and I'm starting to let go.
What? Jake, how are you already starting to let go? It's been a week. What do you mean you're starting to let go? You've been dating this woman for 2 years, and all it took was a week to let go? No. I'm just disappointed in everyone in here. I'm disappointed. No. And they kiss. First kiss of the show. Jake went to meet Rachel's dad, Ray, and it seemed like everything went well. She says her dad usually doesn't like her boyfriends, hasn't liked one. I said, oh, well, I guess he doesn't like Zay. That's interesting.
My dad has never really liked anybody that I've dated, if I'm being honest.
Everything goes well. He gives their relationship a blessing, that he blesses the relationship, hope it goes far. I said, what?
Oh, yeah, you guys have my blessing.
Your daughter has been dating this man for a week. Why are you blessing the relationship? This guy could be a criminal for all we know. We know nothing about Jake. I'm like, this is crazy. Your dad, this is diabolical. Diabolical. How are you blessing a relationship like they're about to get married? And now it is Ray's turn to meet Jake's family, and his mom did not want him to come on the experiment, which is fair. It's kind of crazy, and she knows April and likes April, and she kind of not the biggest fan of Ray. Not saying she's bad, but he thinks he should stick with April.
I love April. I think she's good for Jake in a lot of ways. She's the driven one. She's the one that steps out of her boundaries and just takes life by a storm, where A, on the other side, she is a little more reserved.
The mom gave some good advice, and I agree.
Find out, y'all are kind of in honeymoon stage as far as you're getting reprieve from your ex. You're getting reprieve from yours.
They're just in the honeymoon stage and everyone's getting a little break from their exes and stuff like that. So he just wants to take it into consideration when he's thinking about leaving April and going with Ray. But Jake is making some shocking statements.
I've been the happiest I've been in a long time. Thank you for that.
Of course. And I kind of feel bad for him. He said this is the happiest he's been. And I said, oh, wow, this is kind of sad. This is the happiest you've been? I mean, I think they might just not be a fit for each other because this is kind of sad. This is the happiest you've been in 2 years is with another woman. I mean, you don't have to stay with April. This is not like you're a prisoner. You can go if you're not happy. But all in all, it goes well. And now let's move on to Madeline and Randall. So Randall is going to meet Madeline's friends, and they are very interesting. Very interesting. Do you remember how Colby and Madeline met? We get a different version of it now.
In college, Colby and I did end up hooking up. Wasn't really something memorable. I introduced Colby and Madeline together.
So let's call this girl Samantha because I'm not gonna remember her name. She's not on here long. Madeline's friend, Samantha. Samantha hooked up with Colby and said it wasn't very memorable, and then introduced Madeline, her friend, to Colby. Is this normal? This was in college. This is not how Colby said y'all met. Y'all met coming into a bar. He saw you. Y'all locked eyes. It was love at first sight. I said, what? Your friend slept with your current boyfriend, which is trying to marry you. And now the thing Samantha says about Randall is kind of weird. Talking about I would sleep with him. He's sexy.
I definitely think Randall would be the better lover. Randall is very attractive. Randall would be more rememberable. I would definitely do it.
Keep these comments to yourself. This is not your boyfriend. These are inside thoughts because this is not your man. This is your friend's man. And I know you'll have a thing of, I don't know, sleeping with your friend's men. This is not a thing. Keep those to yourself. And I know Madeline had to be shocked when she watched this back. Why is Samantha out here talking about Randall like this? I said, ooh, Samantha, come on now, stand up, Samantha. Leave Randall alone. That's not your man. That is not your man. And then you're bad-mouthing Colby.
Has Colby gone like louder?
He's loud. He just wants to be a center of attention.
It's messy. It's messy. And then another one of her friends said that she was hopeful that Madeline would find someone else.
I was hopeful. Don't know if he's on the same level as you, like maturity-wise.
I said, okay, so no one likes Colby? What's going on? These are all her closest friends that she's known for several years from college. And they don't seem to be the biggest fan of Colby. But they seem to like Randall. But they know nothing about Randall. Everyone's just meeting each other. But they seem to like Randall. So this is kind of crazy. I don't know if they've been telling her, like, you need to leave Colby or what. But they're not the biggest fans of Colby. And now Zay is introduced to Shanique's family. She has a big family and brought some of her friends. And Shanique's mom gives her some great advice.
You shouldn't have to put him on an ultimatum and be like, marry me or else. You should know your worth. You should know I'm a damn good catch. Period.
I thought it was really sweet that she shouldn't have to force a man to marry her and give him the ultimatum and different things like that. But I can understand where Shanique and all the women and guys are coming from with already spending so many years. Well, not so many. No one spent more than 3 years. But spending years with this person, your significant other, and they're not marrying you, but you feel like you already invested a lot of time into this relationship, so you don't want to feel like he wasted your time. But spending more time in a relationship that's not going anywhere, it's just going to be wasting real time and more time where you can be finding the right person for you that does want to marry you. So her mom really just gave her some sweet advice that she needs to know her worth. And because we all seen those videos on TikToks where when they've been dating for 10 years, y'all got children together and you're still not married. And not everyone wants to be married, so that's fine. But Shanique wants to be married, and she deserves someone that's going to make her happy. But how they're talking about Randall is kind of awkward because Zay is basically Randall in the situation. Ray had to give Zay the ultimatum because he's not marrying her or proposing to her. And they're kind of like bad-mouthing Randall a little bit.
It doesn't reflect good on him as a man, as a good man for my daughter if he can't see what's right in front of him.
And Randall's basically Zay. They're in the same situation. We do see Zay open up to Shanique's family, which is really sweet that he felt comfortable enough to be vulnerable with these strangers. And we see that he has a rough upbringing.
Then growing up, me and my sisters, my brothers, we had to jump the fence with water jugs to steal some water from the neighbors because we didn't have any water.
This does give us a little background into Zay's actions later in the show and maybe some reasons why he acts like this. the way he does.
I think he's a great guy and he's so vulnerable and honest.
The mom and the family like Zay, so that's good. So now some time has passed and Jake and Ray are out and Ray's like, oh, did your mom like me? And Jake lies. And it's like, yeah.
She loved you. She really loved you. She was like, that's the kind of girl that you need in your life. You know what I mean?
Jake. Come on now. Let's just be honest. That's okay. Let's just be honest. It's all right. But we are going to girls' night out, boys' night out. Woo! So all of the couples are getting together. They're going to go hang out. And it's definitely awkward because everyone's dating each other's man. Everyone's dating each other's girl. It's definitely weird. But no, there's no but. It's weird.
You don't think that this whole thing is just weird? Like we're all dating each other's people.
Very, very awkward. So Shanique talks about Zay and them cuddling and his body parts doing some stuff.
We got some cuddles in. One. Getting a little like.
And Ray takes it like a champ. I mean, she's definitely uncomfortable, but she didn't do anything crazy.
I'm sorry, Ray. I'm sorry.
Ray talks about Jake, but April asked, like, how are things going with Jake? And Ray was honest. She's like, I don't want to rub it in.
I just don't want to feel like I'm like rubbing anything in.
But she tells him they kissed, and that was good. April kind of has a weird reaction to that. She doesn't like hearing that, but I'm like, you ass girl. But she's talking about, we kissed a lot too.
And we had our kisses too before we got on here, but mine wasn't on the lips. So. This motherfucker tries making a baby with me every night.
Oh, okay, April. Madeline kind of gives April a reality check. Madeline's like, you talk a lot. You running your mouth.
I'm gonna tell you something.
No.
It's gonna come off offensive. Like, you talk. You're a talker. You run 1,000,000 miles an hour. But, like, slow your shit down and listen.
And then Madeline starts talking about her time with Randall.
Randall's sexy. Randall's amazing. And he's beautiful. Randall is everything I've ever asked for. Like, Randall's, like, my fucking perfect guy. Am I going too hard, Shanique?
She really likes Randall. That the same thing happened, that they kissed and that his body parts were doing some stuff, you know, guy stuff. And Shanique is not handling that well at all. Like, Shanique, okay, that's a little bit of a hypocrite because you just did that with Ray talking about Zay. Madeline is kind of rubbing it in though a little bit.
I mean, I don't know. He kissed me off camera. I touched a boner as well. He kissed me. Okay. Randall kissed me off camera.
And I think she's just drunk. I think she's just drunk. I think she drunk too much and she's kind of acting a little much right now.
Ready to go make out with Randall off camera.
Shanique and April go to the bathroom and then Ray is trying to tell Madeline, like, you kind of need to bring it down. She's like, no, I don't. No, she needs to hear this.
I think that Shanique is upset about it.
I don't care.
And that's okay.
That's
gonna happen.
Affect her. Randall did have every intention of kissing me.
I'm like, who are you to tell her what she need to hear and what she doesn't need to hear? You're not her mama. So Madeline is really rubbing it in her face. That was not nice to see. I'm back to April real quick. April kind of give me some TMI business too.
We never use protection. Every fucking time we've never used protection. He's never pulled out on me.
I'm like, we didn't need to know that, girl. TMI, thank you for telling me that. She's talking about me and Jake are basically husband and wife.
We function as a wife and husband.
I'm like, girl, that's why you're on the show. You're not husband and wife.
My dad thinks that we're married to this day. Like, my dad.
Ray's like, why does his dad think that? Did you guys tell him that? Because why would he think y'all are married? But she's really, I don't know, trying to like say that's still my man. Okay, now let's get to boys' night out. So they're all talking, and Kobe and Zay went out, I don't know, a few nights earlier, and they went to a club, and Kobe starts to make out with someone.
Yeah. Me and Zay went out one night. And there was a little whisper between Zay and this girl, but she fucking planted one on me. And I received it. Okay. And I ran with it.
Just a random person not on the show. So I'm like, oh, you're a cheater, Kobe. That's not part of the show. You're just making out with random girls. You're a cheater. But he tries to blame Zay for the girl making out with him. He says, oh, Zay talking to the girl and told the girl to go over there and kiss Kobe. And Zay's getting upset now.
Did you bring the girl on him? I did not. Who do you think I am? You think I got mind control?
You were kissing her bag.
You was fucking making out with her bag.
So Kobe's basically trying to blame Zay for cheating on Madeline because this girl is not on the show. So that wasn't permitted that you could just start kissing and dating and having relations with anyone.
She goes and kisses you. That has nothing to fucking do with me.
Zay's getting upset, asks to switch seats with Randall. So I don't know why Kobe did that, but you're a cheater, Kobe. I thought you were Mr. Lover Boy. You're a cheater. Simple as that. And Jay made some point. She's like, well, she went over and kissed you, but you didn't stop. You started making out with her. So I don't know how you're trying to say, like, you didn't push her off you. You were making out with this strange girl. So you cheated on Madeline.
Yeah, this girl tried to kiss me and I pulled away. Stop fucking lying. You said
You're
that.
saying the fact that I enjoyed the kiss.
So now we know Kobe is a liar and a cheater.
Kobe's talking about he's honest.
I'm so honest and open, bro.
You're not honest and open, though.
We'll see. We'll see if he's honest with Madeline. We'll see. So Jay has to go get some air. So Zay and Jake go talk, and Jake brings up what Ray talked about earlier, saying that she's feeling like in second place, feeling jealous of what he posts on Instagram. Other girls are liking his comments, and Jake kind of tries to like explain that to him, like, that's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that. We're girls feeling uncomfortable. And Zay counteracts that and is like, well, Ray doesn't understand me for who I am.
I haven't told Ray this, but Ray has accepted me for who I am. I'm ready to marry her.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that could be a real valid issue that he's going through, but that doesn't excuse the posting stuff on Instagram and having your girlfriend feel uncomfortable. So he kind of tries to dodge that and says, well, she's just not accepting me for who I am. No, that's not the issue. We need to focus on the issue. And we can focus on that too, but that's not an excuse to be doing what you're doing. But then at the girls' night, we get to see that Ray says that she's not the best communicator.
That I just try to avoid having those really nasty arguments, and when he gets reactive like that, I tend to retreat.
So I don't know if she has told Zay this is his first time hearing this or what. I don't think it's his first time hearing this, but Ray says herself that she's not the best communicator and she doesn't want to start problems, doesn't want to get in fights, so she kind of just avoids the problems. And that's not really communicating at all. So I know it can be hard. So the boys' night and girls' night are over and everyone goes back to their couples. They're all spilling the tea to each other. And this is kind of when people start to get in arguments with each other. And I think everyone's just upset from what they just heard at the boys' night, girls' night. Emotions are high. So Shanique and Zay start to get in a fight. Zay is talking about what happened at the boys' night.
At the end of the day, if she's happier with him, then that's cool.
And he's kind of like, if I lose Ray, I lose Ray. And Shanique starts to make some faces. And Zay doesn't like that.
You making these faces and shit.
So they start getting into it. And I'm like, Zay, you need to get it together. Why are you mad Shanique making faces? She is making faces and you could talk to her about that. Like, I don't really like the faces you're making. Would you tell me like why, blah, blah. I don't know. Ask her why. And Zay starts to get a little heated.
You're sitting up and you're starting to yell and you're starting to get a little strong with your words.
Okay.
Lower it, please.
So Shanique kind of tries to diffuse it. I don't know if she tried to diffuse the situation, but Shanique leaves the area, goes into the kitchen, because she sees Zay starting to get a little louder, more excited. He's starting to sit up, and she's still with the stranger now. I mean, they only been together for 2 weeks, known each other for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. So she don't know. This is her first argument, so she doesn't know how Zay is gonna react. But she goes to the kitchen. Zay follows her there. They're still arguing now, and it's not really a productive communication, so they're not really even talking about the issue anymore. They're just arguing with each other. Zay's in the wrong. Because, like, Shanique was making faces, but that's not the way to go about it. He's like, why are you making faces? It's like, well, she gonna make faces, she wanna make faces, but you coming off with the attitude to Shanique is just gonna make her have an attitude back, and then the conversation not productive anymore.
I wasn't the one being rude first.
But Zay leaves, and we cut to Shanique. Shanique got her bags packed up. She about to go. She's out. And I'm guessing the producers told Zay to get back in there and apologize because we can't have her leaving the show. So Zay goes in there. He apologizes to Shanique.
I apologize.
And they work it out. And she accepts the apology. So they're cool. And now we go to Madeline and Randall. So they're also gonna get into it tonight. So it's after the boys' night still. And Randall is like, I need to tell Madeline what Kobe did. Kobe cheated on her. And so Randall's not fully in the relationship, but Madeline, not really in, I mean, he's trying to help Madeline out, I think. Tell her, like, Kobe's cheating on you.
Kobe was the one that seduced the girl to come kiss him.
Randall's like, y'all are gonna have this problem when y'all get back together. So I'm just trying to bring it to your attention now. And she's like, I don't want to hear that right now. I want us to be fully invested in a relationship. I don't want to hear about Kobe. I don't care what Kobe's doing.
I don't want to know those things. That's not what I'm worried about right now.
And Randall takes it as not being heard. He's like, you're not listening to me. I need you to listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something. Like, why aren't you listening to me?
You don't want to listen.
No, I've listened to enough shit tonight.
And she's like, I'm not trying to hear that right now, Randall. And I think she's just hurt because she just found out her boyfriend of a year and a half has been cheating on her. Not has been been cheating, but cheated on her. And but they're all kind of cheating on each other. But it was agreed. It was agreed breakup. Everyone agreed to be on the show. Kobe just found a random girl and started making out with her. And everyone else on the show agreed to be on the show, and they know who they're talking to. So Madeline leaves the situation and Randall follows her to the elevator.
Fuck you for that.
Fuck me for what? Not what I said.
Shut up.
Shut up. F you. And I'm like, okay, Madeline. Now you're getting a little rude. Randall follows her to the elevator, down to the lobby, to the street, across the street, all the way everywhere. He's just following her like a puppy dog. I'm like, I think she just want to be alone right now. But they get into it, and Madeline's, I think, just hurt because she just heard that Kobe cheated on her and is taking it out on Randall. But Randall could have listened, and she's saying she doesn't really want to hear that right now. So he could have came back at a different time when she's ready to receive the information. And I don't know if Kobe has a history of cheating, so she just didn't want to hear that right now, or what the situation is. Shanique kind of breaks the rules, and she goes to see Randall. They're not supposed to be seeing each other for these 3 weeks, but she really felt uncomfortable with what Madeline was saying and wanted to get some clarification on what was going on.
Much said things have been perfect. He's Madeline's perfect guy.
She did not go about it in the right way. She basically just coming at Randall like, were you cuddling with her? Were you kissing her?
And me and Randall be getting hard when we be cuddling, bro.
She was not receiving anything. Randall's really trying to explain himself, be open, communicate, and she's just kind of acting like a child, not listening to him.
But like, why are you like looking away and not listening? Your whole thing was you want to be a better listener just like I want to.
So the conversation wasn't productive, and Randall's like, oh, I haven't really seen that Shanique has grown in these 3 weeks, which he was hoping. I guess listening has been a problem in the past, and it doesn't seem like she's grown.
Shanique is still the same old Shanique. She just cut me off, walked away.
She's just upset hearing her boyfriend, because she loves Randall, hearing her boyfriend is having such a great time with Madeline. She doesn't know that Madeline and Randall just got in a fight, but...
You're with Zay. You're my ex in this whole story. It's hard to hear. I get it. And you don't want to listen right now.
Are you my ex? Cool.
Randall stays a gentleman, says, gotta walk you to your car, stuff like that. He's trying to talk to her, and she's just looking away. She's not listening to him, not looking at him, just not even hearing what he has to say. So that conversation kind of leaves a bad taste in Randall's mouth.
It should be hard for you not to see me.
What the fuck do you want me to do? You want me to just sit in a corner?
Sit in a fucking corner and miss me.
Shanique.
And I've not mentioned Ray and Jake in a while. I really have nothing to say about them so far. They have no arguments. The relationship is going really well.
I would love for us to go off to the sunset. At the end of the day, the person I would want to leave with is you.
They've been good. I can't say anything about them. I haven't mentioned April and Kobe because, yeah, they don't like each other. Not in, like, a romantic way. They're good friends, but that's not the point of the show. So they're just kind of waiting to get back with their original partner that they came here with. So, and they were going to partner together, but you know what happened. But Shanique opens up to Zay, saying it's kind of hard for her to take the next step and be physical, we'll say, with Zay, because she's still committed to Randall, and it's just been hard for her to do that. But Zay seems to fumble the bag. Shanique is being open and vulnerable with him, and he's like failed a quick time. I don't know.
Since we've been talking about a lot of, our emotions and like our relationship, I feel like maybe it's okay if I do A, B, and C,
I like you, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm ready to head back if you are.
So now we are coming to the end of the 3-week experiment, and we're going to start with Madeline and Randall. And Madeline, it's the last day really of the experiment, and Madeline tells Randall that physical intimacy is really a big part of how she connects with people, and she hadn't really been receiving that from Randall. She's mentioned that several times, that what she wants.
I did try to, and you were like, I think that is a big thing that does hold me back from you.
And Randall apologizes and said, I haven't been giving that to you, and...
Well, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. Could I have done a better job of showing my physical affection? Absolutely.
They kiss, and they seem like their 3 weeks were successful. They like each other. They said they could see a future with each other. We'll see. Shanique and Zay spent their last night together, and they seem like they had a good 3 weeks, but they didn't fully get to embrace the experiment because Shanique was kind of still thinking about Randall and not focusing on Zay fully.
I wish I would have just, gave you like 100% of my attention the whole time.
Shanique takes the next step with Zay, and they kiss till...
Not the disco ball, lighting up the whole world.
But overall, seemed to go well. And just to throw that in there, April and Kobe, it's their last night together. I told you they're just friends, and they kissed. I don't know why, but they kissed. So that's where episode 5 ends, and that is the video, y'all. If you want me to do a part 2 finishing the season, make sure to leave a like or a comment or something down below to let me know. But yeah, this show is kind of crazy. It's messy. But I had a good time watching it. Thanks for watching. And leave a comment below if you think how my takes were. Were they good? Was my advice good? Were my takes good? Leave a comment below on how you think and how you would handle these different situations. But thanks for watching, and bye.